Premier David Eby doubled down today on his promise to grow BC's mining and natural resource sector, even as First Nations leaders ramp up their protests about his government's methods. For more, let's check in with Rob Shaw at the BC Legislature again for us tonight. So, Rob, what did the Premier actually announce today?
Well, Stacey, David Eby announcing a new plan to spur billions of dollars in new critical mineral mining projects in northwestern BC during a U.S. trade war. But it was a speech undermined by the ongoing controversy over his legislation to fast-track those projects. Eby said his government will promise faster permitting and certainty for mining companies to make big investments of up to $50 billion in potential, but there was almost no new details on how he would achieve that. There's a lot of repeat of previous promises. In many cases, it sounded like a high-level political stump speech on economic growth. The focus area the Premier is talking about, the so-called Golden Triangle, the epicenter of BC's mining industry, rich with minerals, home to an estimated 75% of Canada's copper reserves. The Tahltan Nation, which covers most of that territory, endorsed the Premier's strategy today, but did also refuse to talk about the ongoing controversy over Bill 15. Here's the Premier today.
The road forward won't always be an easy one. There will be tough choices to be made along the way. While everyone will see themselves reflected in the final product that we come to at the end of the day, everyone will also have to make important compromises. It will be worth it in the end for British Columbians and Canadians. My commitment to all of you here is that we'll be there to deliver on what's important for all of us. We will be the economic engine of a stronger and more independent and growing Canada.
Mining companies endorsing that speech today, but while the Premier was touting progress in one corner of the province, First Nations leaders were here in Victoria demanding he withdraw Bill 15, saying that disconnect with First Nations consultation could lead to court challenges and protests, undercutting the Premier's promise of investment certainty. Here's Chief Don Tom.
Premier Eby isn't a king. He can't just decide what he wants to do and how he wants to do it and tell people this is what we're going to do. That is not the democracy that we have. Well, right now when it comes to Bill 14 and 15, Mr. Eby is a snake oil salesman. He'll tell us how great it is, what the benefits are, but we know in reality that it will do us no good.
Chief Tom, also the chief of the Sartlip Nation on the Saanich Peninsula. He really ramped up the pressure today. Most of the First Nations leadership groups oppose Bill 15. The Premier trying to say Bill 15 isn't connected to mining development, even though he has cited mining development as one of the reasons for Bill 15, Stacey. So a bit of a mess of an announcement today. Not quite clear where the government's going on this, but it is heading to a showdown on Wednesday with the passage of Bill 15 and concerns from Indigenous leaders.